JJ, can you talk about, first, the Red Sox situation, and secondly, what can get the offense going again?
Situation is simple. We're down 3-2. We got to go to Minute Maid now, and we got to go over there and play good ball. But that being said, I'm not doubting our offense. You've seen what we've been able to do. So you got to give credit to them. They've been pitching really, really well. Valdez came out today, and he was unbelievable. I going through my at-bats, and I was like, I don't think I got one pitch that I could have did anything with. And, that's credit to him and his execution. They've been pitching really well. And, their offense got going a little bit these last, late last night and today. So kind of knew this was going to happen. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, not with a team like that over there. So we got our work cut out for us going back to Houston.
Other questions? We'll go to Matt and then Rob. Jade, you guys have had some difficult stretches this season. Does that help you guys have something to draw on to turn things around?
Sure. I feel like this is a team that's, it's our story. We've been written off all year. Nobody. I don't think anyone in here either, ever thought we were going to be here. So, to that, we know what we're capable of. And I think no one's not believing in themselves or not believing in our team that we can go out there and, go off, We split. We won 2 in a row. They won 2 in a row, So it's very possible.
Up front on your left, Rob.
Yeah, Alex had said that in the last 2 games they've made some adjustments. Can you talk a little bit about what they've changed?
I don't know what adjustments he's talking about. I just know from my standpoint, from the hitting standpoint, they've been executing pitches. Been really executing pitches. They haven't, left anything over the plate, really, just nibbling. Obviously some calls, go their way, some balls land, and it's just a different series.
Fourth row, Tyler.
You've been through the postseason several times, but how do you deal with it emotionally? Last night, you guys are pretty close to taking a 3-1 lead. Things are going great. All of a sudden now, it hasn't been so great. How do you deal with that sort of whipsaw of emotions?
So I always try to tell everybody, don't get too emotionally high, emotionally low. That's kind of the way I play. I kind of take pride in that because the emotions is what kind of wears you out. That up, that down. Try to just maintain the same, the equal, that equal presence every time you go out there. Is you never try to get high when we're going out there putting 10 a night, and also the other way around. Don't get too low when we're getting our butts kicked. So to us, it's just another game. We got to go out there. It's a must-win, the wild card game. It's a situation our team is familiar with. So I don't know. It should be fun.
First row on your right, JD. Dan.
Kind of follow that up, JD. What are some of the common traits that have allowed you guys to have the confidence in these situations? Like you said, pretty much you guys have been written off, but have it all year long to be able to do what you've done.
I think it comes from the guys. The guys. Everybody here has something to prove. It feels like everyone from all the guys that came over here to the new guys. Everybody wants to prove. You have guys that are young guys that want to show that they belong, and I think it's just the energy has always been hungry. Everyone's hungry for their own reason, in a sense.
The left
I don't know if that answers your question at all, but
yeah.
All right.
The left center aisle. We'll do a couple more.
Yeah, Christian talked a little bit about attacking early, and maybe last night against Greinke that things could have been different in that realm. What are your thoughts on that, and how do you beat good pitching in a situation like this? We mentioned Valdez was nearly unhittable tonight, but you obviously have a job to do. So how do you go about trying to do that job where it seems like it's difficult?
They go out and they pitch like that again. You're going to tip your hat. It's nothing. Can't do it. You know what I mean? Those are guy goes out there and pitches like that. You got to tip your hat. Those are very tough to have success given those, the pitches that he's throwing in those, the areas that he's putting them in. So it's it's one of those things where we just got to stick to our approach. I mean, nobody's that perfect. As my thing is. I mean, it's very hard to go out there and have those repeat performances. But we're going to Houston. We got Nate on the mound, and I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a fun game, a fun last 2 games.
We'll finish up far back in the left.
JD, I know you're worried about what you're trying to do at the plate every time you go up there, but when you have a guy, a teammate like Hunter, who's obviously had some struggles in this series, in this postseason, how do you keep him up and tell him to keep going? Obviously, you're just talking about staying even-keeled. How do you try to keep him even-keeled as his teammate?
I actually talked to him today. It's funny you mentioned that. We actually talked after the game a bit, but just kind of just sharing my ideas of what I see with him. But I think Hunter's been even-keeled all year. Like, I don't see him down at all. He's still going up there. Puts tough at bats. Yesterday he squared that ball up, and Bregman made that nice play. Could have changed the whole game. And then he comes today and rolls over 2 balls. Like, it happens. It's life. No one's perfect. He could have easily hit the ball off the wall. Hit a home run. I mean, you saw what Altuve was 0 for 12 or something they were talking about, and then he hits a home run, a big one. So it's the playoffs, man. It doesn't. At the end of the day, are we winning? That's it. Whether you go 0 for 10 or you're going 10 for 10 did we win? That's all we care about, getting on base and kind of just keeping the chain moving.